Hello, hello, and welcome to 1000 Liars Part... Yeah. I am currently at my birthday party playing strip poker. My turn, well... yeah, your turn. Okay. Dennis picks up the cards that I dealt him, still confused as he doesn't know how to play. Even though it's a 5-card draw, generally considered the easiest to learn poker variant, the guy is still insecure about playing the game, and he lazily examines the numbers multiple times. Look, I don't know how to play poker. I stick, fold, or whatever the word is. This is too complicated. Yep, I'll somehow manage to convince all of us to play. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Although this is strip poker, we won't end up completely naked. The loser has to change into their swimsuits. Fair, fair. I'm happy in a way. Poker is nothing without a bet that makes it worthwhile. Truthfully though, I'd never have thought that the group would agree to something so brazen. At least, not without getting drunk or high first. Diz, man. You're so close to getting hit and sunk. Diz, man. Diz, man. Nah, that doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right coming out of their mouth. Diz, man. You're so close to getting hit and sunk. You want to take a dip that badly. I consider myself a great swimmer, but no thank you. Is it still raining outside? It's apparently raining. I really can't handle all of these combinations, bets, rounds, and who knows what else. I'm a man of arts, not science. And like every other artist, you'll end up as ruining, like, well, I haven't played visual novel in a while. No, be quiet, shut up. What's that voice again? And, energetic. And, like every other artist, you'll end up in ruins while I take the jackpot. I not only call, but I will also raise with an all-in. Who among you is brave enough to follow me now? Luce, who's winning with the largest amount of chips, was the exact person who proposed a special rule before playing. The loser will not only change into their swimsuit, but will also have to go out in the middle of the storm and take a dip in the pool. It's dangerous. For now, it seems like it's working out for her. You want to leave us in ruins, Lace? I have good cards, but... I'd like to play, but I don't know what to do. It should sure be a pity to leave the game going on like this. I interrupt the girl's conversation, who then intently turned towards me. The first one to lose will be the one who receives the worst punishment, so nobody really wants to chance it. The three of you are banded together because you'd prefer if it's one of us guys who loses first. You haven't even tried to play when the others have good hand. It's a shame because there's a lot of good hands you haven't played. It's annoying not to play when you finally get the cards that you wanted. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to convince us to play against each other? I shrug, try not to divulge any more information. Interesting. Okay then, ladies. Bet everything you have to. What are you saying, Luce? If they decide not to play this round, then... Alright, I'll do it, Luce. Seriously, you too, Claire? Fine, I'll join in too then. I really hope you know what you're doing. You don't get it, Ziva. The rule is that the first loser is the one who has to get in the pool, who has the least amount of chips. Guilty here. Neither Oz nor I have been really very lucky yet. If we play this round and lose, we'll be totally obliterated. Let's add a new clause to the bet, boys against girls, but we won't take dinners into the equation since he's already folded. Go big or go home! If one of us wins, you two will be eliminated and you both have to endure the punishment. On the contrary, if one of you manages to win, the three of us will be eliminated and we'll all have to jump into the pool. What do you say? Oh, slams his fist up against the table. He probably having a seizure from whatever may be happening in his imagination. Ah, yes, yes. The bet's tempting, especially if we consider the possibility of turning the tables on the game when we're currently losing, but it won't be a walk in the park. If the three of them have wagered, then it must mean they have really good cards. Also, we're 2 against 3, so we're at an advantage via probability. We accept the bet. Both ya and I'll be playing everything we got. Hey, don't accept just like that, are you crazy? Campanaro, I have faith in 2 of us. We are going to have a chance like this again. I facepalm and sigh. The girls, however, seem happy when they see my reaction. Victory must be in their hands. And if that wasn't enough, there's no going back since Oz has already agreed to their terms. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's all in the hands now of Lady Luck now. Or at least, that's what I want them to think. If everything's clear, then you can start any time, Luce. After all of us have agreed to your terms. You must have some really good cards if you started all of this. Not necessarily. Luce smirks, confidently gesturing as she answered. You're right, my friends. Have at you. A full house. Ta-da! Luce swells with pride, chuckling as she reveals her hands to us. Full house. 2 queens and 3 sevens. Is that a lot? Of course it is. It should be obvious at first sight. I'm glad that you're on our team, Luce. Otherwise, I'd be pulling my hair out right now. I know of 2 guys who must be about to do that, isn't that right? Luce looks at me, but I put on my poker face, trying not to give her any hints about my hand. Oz, on the other hand, wears the face of an unshakable beast. I can almost see the fire in his eyes burning off the clothes and stand between him and his biggest dream. We both know that this game is far from over, not until all of the cards have been revealed. Well. The next Siva, what do you have? I would love to say that I have good cards, but 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack. Isn't that just a straight? Hey, isn't that rare? Why is it just a straight? I'd agree with you otherwise, but with a full house in play, it's useless. This is true. It's hard to get more than 1 card. Over the 1 card. Seriously, it's a full house. That great. There's only 2 card combinations that can beat a full house. I mean, another full house can beat a full house if the cards are higher. Well, the best combination is usually divided into royal and non-royal versions, but they're so hard to get that you probably won't see them. Is that how the game works? You get higher cards and full... Whatever. Boo! Why the long face, Claire? It's nothing. My cards are... Oh yeah, show us your hand. Come on. Mine are really great after what you've shown. I should have had bet everything on this hand. Go on. It doesn't matter. We're only playing for fun. Remember, we're a team. As long as one of us wins, it's enough. If you say so, here I go. 4 of a kind! They're small numbers, but I hope they have some value. What's wrong? What's with the face? That's a 4 of a kind. 4 sixes. Is it that bad? Say something already. Bad? There's 4 of every card, every number, and she got 6 cards. What do you think? Do you remember when I told you there's only 2 combinations that are better than a full house? This is one of them. 4 of a kind is basically a guaranteed win situation. Seriously. I thought it was worse than your cards because I only used 4 cards while you used 5. But if it was that good, then that's great. I know that I'm the only one supposed to say the I know that I'm the one who said we're a team, but for some reason I don't like this result. At least we won. And that means that... Ha! I'll start dramatically slapping the table and laughing like a villain. What's wrong with him now? Is he choking? I told you that corn nuts are too bad. Now that guy's dying and it's all our fault. Maybe he's laughing to try not to cry since he lost. I'd say that he's lost his mind. Keep anything sharp that he can reach away from him. Ah, yes. Oz finally calms down. He makes a gentle signal to us and let him speak. But it takes a few more moments until he can finally talk. Is that all you've got? Because that can only mean one thing. The boys' team is the winner. This side of the table looks at Oz, shocked. What the hell, even I give him the same look. He hadn't picked up a penny, but it seems that even the biggest idiot can be lucky from time to time. Alright girls, drop the chips and your clothes, because this is over. Tonight we'll have some fresh breasts for dinner. Sweet Bowin! Ouch, why are you smacking me, competitor? Stab it! Someone explain what a sweep is. It's from a completely different game. I see. Come on, don't smack me too hard, Dennis. We win, boys win. There's one more person who hasn't shown their cards. Dine, your hand. Will you tell us what you have, or would you prefer to give up? I take my time as if I'm not really sure what I should say. Then I place my cards in a small pile face down on the table and keep my index finger on top of them. I don't really know. How about we find out? I drag the first card towards me with my finger, and when it's at the end of the table, I press against the other side with my thumb. Then, with a quick wrist movement, I flip it over and put it in the middle of the table for everyone to see. 10. The 10 of spades. Nice. What's next? If you keep revealing cards at this speed, we're going to die of boredom. I add the silence by placing my index fingers over my lips. I've already said that I don't know what will come of this, but let's have some patience and see what's next after that lone 10 of spades. My finger moves from my lips back to the pile, mimicking the gesture I'd made to reveal my next card. Jack of spades. I don't get it. Is that useful? Claire and Dennis seem to have no idea what's coming. Luce and Siva, however, gulp loudly, realizing what 2 cards must signify. Ah, of course, yeah. You, this round, you? I was finally realized it. He has played poker with me before, so he should remember what I'm about to do. But enough talking. Silence is golden. How about I show all of them my next card? No, you're kidding. It can't be. Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong with the commotion? Diz, do you remember how I told you there's only 2 combinations more valuable than full house? One is 4 of kind and the other is a straight flush. A straight, but all the cards share the same suit. There are 2 versions, the normal one that's just a straight flush, and then a royal one that goes from 10 to ace. But it's almost impossible to get. A lot of people don't get one in their entire lives. It's impossible that you got one. Impossible? No. But it's true that the odds are less than 4 in 2.5 million. A truly ridiculous number. You would have a real miracle to get a card combination like that. Good thing I've never believed in him. Now it's a king. If the next card is an ace, then... I love you, companion. I knew I could trust you. I just knew it. I haven't put my last card down yet. I didn't want to agree to this. I told you so. It would have been better to play it safe. You must be cheating. This is impossible. This was all part of your plan. You manipulated me into changing the wager, knowing that you were about to win the round. In fact, you dealt the cards this round. If all of us had suddenly gotten good cards, it was so that... Does it matter, Luce? It's only cheating if you're caught. I mean, I finally speak after being put silent this entire time, and everyone listens to me carefully. Do you have any proof that I cheated while dealing out the cards or anything like that? I fear not. Someone complaining about cheating after the bet's settled is quite impolite, even coming from you. Did I complain when you were winning during all of the previous rounds, thanks to your illegal girls' alliance? This bites her lip, now knowing that she can't say anything about the situation. Alright, let's see that ace of spades and end all of this. This time, it's not my index finger, but my entire palm that covers the final card. Sitting on the table, I slowly drag it towards me until my thumb can grab it. I'm ready to turn it over. When it comes to bets, I always take them seriously. Only a fool would truly leave their destiny in the hands of Lady Luck. Game over. Behold my cards. Blue eyes, white capata. Ah! And here's my dentistry business card. Cool, huh? Penero, what the hell? Pressure gets the best of me, and it always is when I matters that I mess up. Why do you think I never go to the casino to get rich? I'm sorry, please don't be mad. Mad? I would never do that to you, buddy. I'm going to kill you! Where's my fan service? Look who's talking, Mr. Sweep. I gave you a card for a flush. Which cards did you discard? I'm sure it was because of that my cards got messed up. We'll see who's going to flush who. Come at me, bro. Ossowl was cheating. Give me your best shot, dolt. And now they fight. Maybe Claire wasn't so far off when she said that things about the mafia. I could totally see the birthday boy going bankrupt from gambling too. It's not like that's how it always ends. It's just a part of the clandestine poker experience. I find it fascinating, especially considering that I won. She did win. Congratulations, Claire. Yes, Claire. Yes, you did win. It's unnecessary for you to keep rubbing it in our faces. Nobody is going to win if those two get hurt. Diz, stop them or something. I don't want to get involved. Diz? Dinners takes one of the cards off the table and looks at it, giggling while lost in thought. He puts it back where he found it and replies to Ziva. Sorry, what'd you say? What did you look at? Can't you see what those two are doing? Nothing. On my way. I still don't really get poker's rules, but I think that I understand it a bit better now. If you say so. Dinners manages to stop us with the most effective method there is to suppress two aggressive men. 2 good smacks on the head. How? Okay. I've got it, we'll stop. Hey, ladies, do you remember something about the bet we might have made where 2 losers have to do something? I can't seem to remember what it was. Can either of you... No? Yeah. I know what you mean. Something about swimsuits, maybe? And something else, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's somehow related to the outdoor pool? But with this storm, no one sane would agree to do that, since they could end up totally soaked and freezing and, you know, electrocuted. No one, huh? I didn't bring a swimsuit anyway, so we'll have to leave it for another day. A pity, truly a pity. Time to dip. But the swimsuit. You can borrow one from Oz, don't worry about it. Do I have to wear one of his? You could always shoot me instead so that I don't have to suffer. The girl's no longer open to our negotiations. Push us around the house until we reach Oz's room. Don't take too long, we're waiting. I can hear the laughter and the taunting coming from the other side of the door, but the worst part comes when Oz shows me the kind of swimsuits he has. They're all Speedos. Speedos! Ah. What did you expect? These are the best swimwear to show off with the beach. Leave shorts and trunks for the old fisherman. But this is too tight. Will James Bond go on a mission without his gun? You must be ready to pull out your gun at any moment. I can tell you of several missions where James Bond didn't. Take off your pants without warning. What the hell? Capanera, please, I have such a gorgeous body. Witness the remarkable beauty of my muscles. Following events have been censored for the well-being of sensible minds. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yes. I'm here, shivering and soaked, and give the only towel we have to loose while I could die from the cold. You trying to kill me? You're the one who splashed me out there, so it's your fault. But it was you pushed me to the pool. It was at least splashed like a few drops of water on you, and now I'm... Stop being such a wimp. We pushed Oz in there too, and he's not complaining. It is a bit unfair. Breasts, I can see them on the other side of the light. I think Oz is suffering from an afterlife revelation now, so he doesn't count. Also, his average body temperature could melt the entire Arctic Circle. He doesn't need any of the help with warming up. Capanera, my time has come. Forgive me for what happened before. At least from now on, you won't have to live in the shadow of my beauty and my appeal. I hope you'll remember me forever. Let's just say that you're amusing sometimes. Can't you two do anything without making it dramatic? It's only water, for the love of God. Come on, Luce, give a towel to those 2 poor losers. Expectantly take the towel from Luce's hands and the exact way you'd expect it on your own birthday, with total disdain. I get dry as soon as possible, but when I bend over the dry off my legs, I can feel someone's shadow covering me. cowering over me, their eyes silently staring at me. Hey, Siaran, are you alright? I don't understand Claire's question, especially considering that she was one of the most excited about pushing me into the pool despite her usual shyness. I thought that she might be feeling regretful, but Luce suddenly joins her, so it's nearly confirmed that it's not about remorse. It's true, I didn't notice. What's that? I followed their gazes until I reached my right leg, discovering the reason for their astonishment. I guess it's never to find out. After all, my body would be taken aback after noticing that long, white scar that goes from my calf to my ankle, and then, finally, to my knee. This? Yeah, it's just an old battle scar from an accident while I was fighting in Vietnam. Nothing to worry about. We'll have our brutal moments from time to time, alright? The girls respond with skepticism and the desire to know more about how I managed to get such a wound. It's a scar, who cares? I mean, I guess it's interesting, but why are you so down about it? But does it hurt? I didn't know you had such a big scar. Who cares? Just pushed me into a freezing cold pool. Why do they care about a scar that's long since happened? I lower my chin and my lips break into a small smile. No, Luce, it doesn't hurt. From time to time it may, but it's nothing for you to worry about. Are you sure about that, Sian? Yes. Claire's response is distrustful. Everyone can feel the curiosity from those two girls filling the atmosphere. I don't need to come up with any excuses, though, since Dinners does it for me. If he says it's nothing, then it's nothing. Don't be so persistent. Let me guess. You want to finish up here so that you can get back to the grub, right? I won't deny that. But on the other hand, I think it's a bad idea to worry so much about something that may or may not have happened due to a random incident. Let bygones be bygones, isn't that right, Sierra? Well, is the party still on or what? This is supposed to be a birthday celebration. For me, might I add. I must remind you all that it's for me. Although I've been stuck in the Speedo for a while. The idea was for you to stay like that all day and none. What? Don't look at me like that. I was joking. Go change into something decent. We'll wait for you here. Thank you. Afterwards, once I've removed my pants and my dignity. Two key elements. Recovered my pants and my dignity, not removed. I've already removed them. Two key elements that usually go together. I return to the main hallway. There's another surprise awaiting me there. Something essential for my birthday party. Presents. Yes, yes. How long have I been going for? 23 minutes. I can keep going. Everything starts out really promising. I'm sitting in front of a good amount of boxes and envelopes with all the guests' best wishes. But little by little, I find out how their best wishes may not really be all that generous. I use a box of tissues, rancid grapefruit, a pen with no ink. Who gave that one to me? Some expired coupons, and a dirty magazine. I know who gave that one. Thanks, Oz. I mean, they're almost definitely memorable presents, but not for the right reasons. What's the problem with my magazine? Nothing else. It's amazing. It's probably the one thing I could use. I could think of a millions. But let's start with the basics. Why did you have to put a ribbon right there? Because there is where it matters, yeah. I can't accept a dirty magazine like this one as a present. Why not? It's one of my favorites. I've had it for so many years. That's precisely the biggest issue. Okay, but seriously, is this a joke? Maybe. Maybe we just wanted to tease you a little for sure. This is the real present, I promise. This brings out a simple, light brown cardboard box. Really isn't very promising at first sight. I opened it expecting nothing good, and even then, I've still somehow managed to disappoint me. Empty, seriously. Since you were so happy on the day we met, with you stalking me inside that cardboard box, I thought you liked these things, yes? You're going to hold that against me forever, huh? I'd love to see your face if someone gave you an empty box for your birthday. Wait a second, Sia was hiding inside the cardboard box. When did this happen? Oh, Diz, didn't you know? The day they met, Endine was camouflaging himself inside a cardboard box to stalk Luce. Although I can't remember why it even happened in the first place. I was trying to recover my girlfriend. My beautiful figurine. And I still haven't got. Unfortunately, I do. And quite well. I wanted to get back the figurine that I'd lost in the mail, and a mysterious tip hinted that Luce was involved. I wonder whose fault that was. I stared directly at Claire, who feigns ignorance by looking the other way while curling her skirt around her fingers. Now that you reminded me, you told me that you never got your package, right? Luce snaps her fingers, as she seems to remember something as she looks at me. My sister told me about a neighbour from the apartment building in front of ours, and you know what? It seems that not too long ago she got a package similar to the one you told me about. What, are you kidding me? It's no joke. At first I didn't realise it, but maybe it's the exact same one that you've been waiting for. That would be weird, but I can check. Can I still speak with your neighbour? Does she still have it? Well, the situation is kind of complicated. She kept thinking it was for one of her neighbours, that it was mistakenly delivered to her address, so she hasn't opened it yet. But she's not home. She went on vacation for a few days ago. Goodbye, my hopes. I hardly knew. At least you should have a hint now. And she should be back home in a couple of weeks, although I can't quite imagine how the package ended up getting there. You really have no luck at all. I buried my face in my hands, trying to hide my shame and my murderous intent. That last one is dedicated to a certain someone who's holding the brim of her hat and whistling, seemingly intent on starting at nothing in particular. I'm starting to believe that all of this birthday stuff was some sort of strategy to shorten my lifespan. You may want to take a look deep inside before talking, Undine. I bewilderedly take my eyes towards an obliging Ziva. Deep inside. With that question in mind, I take a peek inside the box again. After pushing against the bottom of the box, something falls out, which I then pick up. It's another smaller, flatter box with a thick line drawn across its center. I open it. Inside of the box, I find an elegant hardcover book bound with fabric. It even has a slim blue bookmark sticking out from its pages, begging for me to discover the contents hidden inside. On the page are notes from all of the people that are by my side right now. This is... Thanks all of you. This is better than I could have ever imagined. Is it? Come on, keep it real. It's just a notebook. We wanted to keep it simple and make sure that it wasn't something you'd like. God, we wanted something personal, something that you can use only isn't overly expensive. And since we knew that you weren't running out of pages in your whole notebook, you already know how birthday presents are. If they're too expensive, then it can become a pain when it gives to turn to give. I cannot read right now. I need a drink. We're perfectly now. Hey, I want a proper present when my birthday comes. I'm the next one in line after all. And there's no going back. Once you accept that notebook, you can't return it. And I want my present when it's my turn. Are we clear? We will all have our chances, and now on we'll celebrate all of our birthdays together. Isn't that right, Undine? Oh, well, we'll see. Don't tell me we'll see. It has already been decided. We have to keep in touch even after we've all finished school. Important, that is. So that you can keep experimenting on me. By the way, I'm grateful for the new notebook, but I'd like to get my old one back now, too. I noticed when I changed clothes earlier that it was no longer in my pocket. What? No. Who would do something like that? You probably lost it or something. That's right. We've never read your notebook without your permission. Why would you assume something like that? Look who's talking. Did you really believe that I wouldn't realize that you'd take the opportunity after forcing me to get naked, as if you'd accept playing strip poker without an ulterior motive? I got Zuva's looking away now. What are you saying? Who do you think we are? Oz, help. Don't worry, my darling. I have everything under control. Capenero, forget about presents. Let's move on to the next event. This one's... no breasts. You've been obsessed with them all night, and it always turns out badly in the end. How could you say that? Since his birth, man has been bound to the woman's breast. Any man who tries to deny this fact is... Thinking about it, there could only be one reason for a man to deny most valuable feminine features. Don't tell me that you're gay. Maybe we should have picked up on a pink-colored notebook. Great stereotyping. I'm not gay, and I love pink. Oh. I mean, just look at my pink fedora. Isn't it beautiful? It was at Lowe's. It was very weird. Everything was like brown, you know, the casual brown, black, white, it's everywhere. And you just see it sitting at the top of a bunch of other hats. Just a pink fedora. Strangest thing, I walked straight in and bought it. Anyway. He didn't deny it. See, why didn't you tell us before? I'm not gay, damn it. Jeez. However, you're rejecting a great pair of breasts, isn't that right? I haven't rejected. I'm just being a gentleman. Having, you know, limits. Then prove to us that you love breasts. Yes, prove it. Claire, why are you on his side? How can I prove? Grip Claire's chest. Yes, grip them up. No, wait, something's wrong. But what is it? Not one of you is sane. No, no breasts were hurt, and by no means touched during the rest of the party. Ah, good. Something's wrong, I could feel it. 1,000 lies. Ah. Okay, I don't think the party's over yet. I think it's just night time outside. There's a nice pool that we all jumped in. Oh, no, sorry, me and Oz jumped in. It's an interesting background. Very nice. So, thank you for watching. Goodbye, goodbye. And I will pick this up again, because it's been very interesting, and I will definitely finish this series on my YouTube channel. I will finish it. I will enjoy it. And so will you. And I believe someone out there is watching my entire series from start to finish, whether it's now or in the future, a few years from now. I believe someone will, and I thank you. Have I said goodbye yet?